What's up, you guys? It's your host, Galadon. It's early in the morning, but it's time for another sneak peek. Yes, the Clan Chest event is coming to Clash Royale. Here is your first look at the Clan Chest that your clan has 7 days to earn. Now, it's 7 days on, 7 days off, and it's a big reason to be in a clan that is active because everybody's crowns count towards this Clan Chest that everybody gets to open at the end of the 7-day period. Now, it's 7 days on, 7 days off. What I am doing right here is using the developer version to add crowns to the Clan Chest and show you the different levels. You can see on the right hand side the rewards increase with each new crown chest achieved by the clan. You guys have 7 days to max out the biggest clan chest you possibly can. It all depends upon how active your clan is. Now, if you were to max out the highest level clan chest, you would need a total of 3,250 crowns, and that would put you at the level 10 chest, the highest possible reward for your entire clan. We will get there in just a moment. Now also, you need to be present in the clan when it starts, and you need to contribute at least 1 crown in order to be eligible to receive this at the end of the 7 days. Got it? Pretty straightforward. If you go back, you might have to watch it a couple times because I know I did to initially understand exactly how it works. It's a lot of crowns that your clan has to get, but if you're in a larger active clan, you should be able to max that out every single period. Again, it's going to be twice a month, 7 days on, and then you kind of get a 7-day break from pushing the crown chests or the crowns, and then 7 days on again, and it cycles with the seasons. So another cool event, another cool addition to the game, and another way to get free cards. That's the thing, if you are in an active clan, you're going to be getting these free cards as long as you are a little bit active yourself. It is a fantastic way to level up those cards, and at the end of this video, I will open up a tier 10 or level 10 clan chest, and we can see what I get out of it, and we'll have to see. Obviously, it'll vary for everybody else. There's also another little Easter egg at the very end of the video, a slightly different graphic that will show up at the end of a chest opening. Hopefully it'll apply to all chests, but I know for sure it applies to the clan chest. And let me tell you, with about we're up to, I think, around 70 cards by the time all of the new cards have been released in the game, there needs to be ways to get new cards because that's just a lot of cards. That's a lot of variety of decks. I know I keep talking about it, but I am excited about the diversity coming to the game. It continues to expand, and the true esports nature of this game, definitely there. I talked about that recently, the fact that you don't have to spend any money, you just got to spend some time, invest some time grinding, and you will get your cards to tournament level without spending any money. Of course, getting to the top of the global leaderboards is a different story unless you're extremely patient, but at least there is that section of the game for the free-to-play player that wants to just grind out the cards, the cups, the trophies, and the crown chests now. And I do like that on my second account. Having a great time. Still don't have a legendary. Alright, so we're going to take a look at a couple of battles. You can see here B-View from Full Attack, or B-Voo, using the Lumberjack, and he is a Dirty Hut spammer in this battle. But I kind of like this setup that he's got here. Notice how far apart he's placed the Barbarian Hut from the Spear Goblin Hut. Now his opponent, using the graveyard, trying to get in there. He did lose that right tower to an earlier graveyard, but he's trying to hold off on the left-hand side here, working out well with all sorts of units holding off that graveyard this time. Now he doesn't have a tower down, but he has both of his opponent's towers badly damaged, so it's just a matter of getting in there and getting the last hit points off of both towers. You know that this is some advanced thinking right here. He is planning for a 2-1 win, and it was grinding down both towers. Left tower goes down with just over 10 seconds left. Time to get to the right tower, or is it? Check out the big push coming down the left-hand side. Big push on the King's Tower at the same time. His opponent forced to try to defend the right crown tower, and that is going to lead to a bit of a backdoor victory as the arrows come in, grab the King's Tower for the 3-crown win. So let's take a look at one more battle before we move on to opening the maxed out clan chest. This one, a 13 versus 13 duel between myself and the legend. Had to throw him the wow there because, I mean, after all, he's not a legend, he's the legend. Alright, so I have to admit, I did copy this deck off of one of my clanmates, took it out for a test drive, and it seems to work okay. So you've got a lot of cards that can function offensively and defensively, and the old Ice Golem Hog Rider push. Now this deck is lacking any sort of serious defensive building. The Tombstone, however, does seem to work pretty well. I think I've held off one Golem-based deck so far with this. You don't have a lot to grind down a big old Golem other than the Tombstone to distract it and then the Mega Minion to try to grind it down. But it seems to work out okay. Now, right here, I've got the Hog Rider, and I'm trying to wait for an opportunity to squeeze it in behind the Ice Golem. So here it comes, Ice Golem, Ice Spirit. That makes no sense. Why did I do that? See, sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes it just, plans don't exactly work out like you planned. Ice Golem, Ice Spirit push, probably not going to get you a lot of damage on your opponent's tower. Yeah, so, hey, sometimes it's best to back off, not overcommit Elixir to a big push. When you see what your opponent's doing on the opposite side, better to switch back on defense and wait for that big counter push. Especially now, of course, he's got the Furnace. I know that he's got that Furnace in the rotation. Going to try to squeeze in the Hog Rider, Ice Golem this time, and the Log pushes the Hog back. The Hog does not manage to push the Ice Golem forward. That was a little error in placement there. Ideally, you want that Ice Golem to get shoved by the Hog Rider, although we still did get pretty good damage off on that right tower. Now, watching my opponent's strategy right here, the Miner by itself, this, I don't know what to call this strategy. When you're just throwing out a card like a Miner all by his lonesome, yes, you will chip away your opponent's tower, but ideally, especially with any sort of card like the Miner, you want that combo. You've got to wait and work for that combination where the Miner's coming in and he's tanking for the tower, and then you've got either the Fire Spirits, or maybe it's the Hog Rider, or it's the Archers, anything else that comes in addition to the Miner. The Miner by itself really not going to grind a tower down effectively when your opponent is obviously going to be pushing on your towers. Now here the Furnace goes on the far left, and that leaves a huge door open for me to push with another Hog Rider down the right-hand lane. There it goes, Hog down. I know that he has no chance to get that Furnace in to stop me, so the Hog is going to land on that tower. So is the Fireball and another Log. We've almost got the tower down. At this point, he knows the game is over. I know the game is over. Just trying to rotate around to my favorite card. I don't want to win with a Fireball. Got to win with the Log. That's the way to do it, especially when the tower is this close. There rolls in the Log, and there is the victory, 13/13. So let's go ahead and move on to the last portion of this video, opening the maxed out tier 10 level 10 clan chest, and there you can see the guarantees. Now, no guaranteed legendaries, but you never know, right? It could happen. You are guaranteed a certain amount of gold and a certain number of cards, just like in a challenge chest. And we will open this. Lots of flips going on here, lots of different cards coming in, and as we finally get down to the final card, you will see what I'm talking about the different chest opening graphic. I really like this. You also might have caught it at the thumbnail of the video. Here it comes, last card. Of course it's going to be dragons. Oh, this is just the developer account. But there you go, the summary. I love that. There's what you got out of that chest. I hope they add this for every chest in the game. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you guys, as always, for sticking around, for being part of the hashtag Galafam. I love every single one of you guys and sincerely appreciate your time. Please do hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for the earliest possible update and sneak peek information, and I will see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.